Ever find yourself mindlessly scrolling through your feed and you land on that person's profile? You know the one. The person whose life looks like it was art directed by a Hollywood studio. Every vacation photo is postcard perfect. Their morning coffee is always in a cute mug with perfect latte art. Their home looks like a Pinterest board, and they never, ever seem to have a bad hair day. It's easy to look at that and think, wow, they really have it all figured out. But let's be real for a second. What if I told you that the shinier the digital armor, the more vulnerable the person inside might be? Behind the curated grid and the perfectly timed boomerangs, there's often a not-so-glamorous reality. It's a story of pressure, loneliness, and a constant battle against their own humanity. Let us pull back the curtain on some of the darker sides of those who always look perfect online. First off, and this is a big one, that flawless image is often a shield for deep-seated insecurity. Think about it. When you're truly confident and at peace with yourself, do you feel the need to meticulously document and broadcast every single good moment? Often, the relentless drive to project perfection comes from a desperate need for external validation. Every like, every "oh my god, you're glowing" comment is a temporary fix, a small hit of reassurance that they're doing okay, that they're worthy. It is an endless cycle where their self-worth gets tethered to the fluctuating opinions of hundreds of strangers, which is an incredibly fragile way to live. This constant performance leads directly to the second, and perhaps saddest, dark side, a profound sense of isolation. It's the great paradox of our time, being hyper-connected yet feeling utterly alone. When you're so busy curating a persona, you create a barrier between yourself and genuine human connection. Real friendship is built on vulnerability, on sharing your messy, imperfect, and sometimes ridiculous self. But if your entire identity is built on being flawless, how can you ever let someone in? You can exactly call a friend and cry about feeling like a failure when your latest post is a motivational quote about crushing your goals. The persona you've built becomes a prison, and the followers count in the thousands. But the number of people you can be truly real with dwindles to zero. Then there's the crushing fear of being exposed. When you've set the bar at perfect, there is zero room for error. This creates an immense, suffocating pressure to maintain the illusion. They can't just post a selfie with a pimple or talk about a project that failed. One crack in the facade could shatter the whole thing. This isn't just about posting, it bleeds into their real life. They might turn down spontaneous fun opportunities because they aren't Instagrammable. They live in fear of being caught in an unflattering photo or having a moment of weakness. It's a high-stakes performance, 24/7, with no intermission. That's not living, that's managing a brand. This also fuels a toxic, two-way comparison trap. While their followers are scrolling and feeling inadequate, guess what? The perfect person is likely doing the exact same thing, but on a competitive level. They are constantly looking at other perfect accounts, making sure their vacation is more exotic, their outfit is more on trend, their success is more apparent. It's a race to the top of a mountain that doesn't exist. They are simultaneously the source of envy and a victim of it, caught in a vicious game where the only prize is fleeting digital relevance. Finally, and this might be the most insidious part, is the slow and steady disconnect from their authentic self. After playing a character for so long, the line between the real you and the online you starts to blur. They might start making life choices based on what would look good on their feed, rather than what they truly want or need. Their identity becomes so entangled with their online persona that they forget who they are without the likes, filters, and the curated captions. They're chasing a version of happiness that looks good on a screen, but doesn't necessarily feel good in their soul. So, the next time you see that perfect life on your screen, instead of envy, maybe try a little empathy. The goal isn't to judge them or to quit social media, but to use it more mindfully. Remember that you're only seeing the highlight reel, and the real, complex, messy, and beautiful parts of life are almost always happening offline. Now, it's important to say that these aren't just my own random thoughts. I've synthesized these ideas from the work of many experts. Psychologists and sociologists have studied the effects of social comparison theory for years. Researchers at various universities have published papers on the link between heavy social media use and increased anxiety and depression. Thinkers and authors like Brené Brown have spent their careers talking about the power of vulnerability over perfection. So, this isn't just an opinion. It's a pattern that experts are seeing and warning us about. At the end of the day, the most beautiful life isn't the one that looks perfect, but the one that feels real.